start with simple header files, then our part means section. Then we will define our array here. It is one dimensional array, so I will mention here one dimension only with the maximum size of an array 10. Then I will make a generalized array, so I will write here int n cout, enter number of elements, then cin, and n will be my maximum number of elements that I want to enter here. Then I will use for loop. Then for iteration of for loop, I need one variable I, so I will initialize that variable here. I will initialize my loop with I equal to 0. I can start my loop with I equal to 1, I equal to 2, but if I start with I equal to 1, my 0 location memory will be get wasted. To save my memory location, which is at 0th location, I will start my loop with 0 value. Okay, then is I is less than equal less than n, then I plus plus, then C in AI. This is the way by which we will enter our elements in an array. Then I have to display the elements in an array, so I will use the for loop again. I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Then instead of seeing, now I have to print the values. I will use cout AI. I have to mention the same loop because I have to take the value from the same memory location. Right? Then I will compile it to find out any error. There is no any error in my program. I will run this. Okay, let me use clear screen so that the output will be more clear to you. Okay, I will run this code. It's firstly, it is asking enter number of elements. I said 5. Then my values of 5 elements are 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Then this is the value 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, which is stored in my array. If I want to give space, then I will put double quotes here with one space value. Now let's check it. I will use 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. This is the result 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now in the same program, I will use to find the sum and average. Firstly, I have displayed one dimensional array. Now I want to sum all the elements that I have entered in my array. Here, the sum of elements of an array. So I use one variable that is called sum. I will initialize the variable with 0 because I am going to use the sum on both sides here. I will use sum equal to sum plus AI. Let's understand the concept here first. The simple header files are required, then the void main section is there, then the clear screen function, then I need one dimensional array to find the sum and average. So I have declared an array, same array A with the array name A and maximum size 10. Then in 10 is the maximum number of element that I want to check. Then is I is for the iteration, and here I use one variable as sum because I want my elements be like or result be like if I enter 10, 20, let's suppose I have entered 10, 20, 30, 3 elements. I want my answer as 60. That is 10 plus 20 is 30 plus 30 is 60. And the average, that is 60 divided by 3. So firstly, to find the sum, I use one variable sum equal to 0 because I want here. Let's see how this program will run. Here it is C out, enter number of elements. Let's take 3. Then here my iteration will start. How it will work, like for I equal to 0. 0 is, this is the first time when your iteration is working. 0 is less than 3. Yes, condition is true. I is incremented, but for the next time, in the next line, I'm getting C in AI. Now the value for the current situation is 0. So I'm at A0 location. I will take here the value 10. Here I'm getting sum equal to sum plus. As I have already told you that if you are using the same variable on both sides, you have to initialize the variable with some value. Here I am using the concept of sum. So I will initialize with 0 and the value which is in A0, that is 10, the answer will be 10 here in the first iteration. Then I will go back to the loop here. I will go back to the loop until my condition will become false. Then again for I equal to, now the value of I will become 1. 1 is less than 3. Condition is again true. I will be iterated, but for the next time, then I will get C in AI. For currently the value of I is 1. Let's take the value of AI as 20 here. Fine. Then is sum equal to, I will use the previous value of sum which has been stored as 10 plus the current value of AI is A1, that is 20. The answer will be 30 here. Then my loop control will go back again. Then again it is for I equal to 2. 2 is less than 3. Again the condition is true. I will be iterated, but for the next time, so currently I will use the value of I as 2. Here let's take the value 30. Then is sum equal to, I will take the previous value of sum, that is 30 plus 30. Answer will be 60 here. My control will go back to the for loop. Here I will get 4. I equal to 3. 3 is less than 3. No, condition will become false. I will come out of the loop. After the loop, I will print the value of sum. And the last value which has been stored in the sum variable is 60. 60 will be get displayed. Let's find out the value of sum first, then we will find out the average. Enter 3 number of elements 3. First value is 20, then 30, then 20, 10, 20 and 30. The answer is 60. I'm also getting 10, 20, 30 because I haven't removed that code which has been previously written. So I will remove it. Let's run this again. The maximum number is 3. Answer is, the values are 10, 20 and 30. Answer is 60. Right? Then is in the same program, if I say you have to find the average, then take one variable as average. You can use float as data type because you are going to find an average. But as you are taking your array as integer type, so your average will be possibly in the form of integer. I will display average here. Here I will calculate average equal to sum divided by 3 or sum divided by n. whatsoever the number of n is here. Here I will take three numbers again, 10, 20 and 30. Answer is 60 and average is 20. For two-dimensional array, we have to use simple header files. Then I will use void main. At the end, get ch. Understand the concept of two-dimensional array very carefully because all the matrices problems will be solved by two-dimensional arrays only. Right? Here I am saying two dimensions. Firstly, I am going to declare the data type. As I have used the data type as integer, so I will use two dimensions here. In the first dimension, I will give the maximum size 10. In the other dimension, I'm again giving maximum size is 10. With this, I'm getting an array with the name of A having two dimensions 10 and 10. Here I'm going to close it. Fine. Then as I know, firstly, we are having the concept of matrices. Matrices are in the form of rows and columns. If I with the rows and column, it means I have to enter row size and the column size, how many rows I want to create, how many columns that I want to create by creating a matrices. So I'm using the variable r and c, which will represent r as a column size, r as a row size and c as a column size. Right? As there are two things, one is row, other is column. To iterate the row, I need one variable I. To iterate the column, I need another variable j. These are the variables that are concerned with your rows and columns. R with the row size, C with the column size, I for the iteration of row, J for the iteration of column. Let's start with, as in one dimension array, when we started our array, we have written for I equal to 0, I less than n. Here I am getting row. So I am using I equal to 0, I less than r. R is a variable. That means if I am using the value of r, I have to give the value of r here. So I will enter here, enter row size. And which variable is concerned with the row size, that is r. So I will write here r. Let's move further. Then I will use a nested for loop concept. By creating one row, I will insert some columns here. So I will use another variable j that is concerned with your column, and I will use j equal to 0, j less than c here. Again, c is a variable whose values I will require. So I will use cout, enter column size. Right? Then C in C. With this cout statement, you have entered the row and column size. And this is for your iteration. I start from 0 and I will go until your I is less than r. Whatsoever the value of r is there, your I will iterate till that. Then whatsoever the value of c, j will iterate till that. Then is C in A, I, J. Then I will close the loop. Firstly, let's understand the concept till here. I will enter the size of row as 2. I will enter the size of column as 2 here. Let's iterate it. for I equal to 0, 0 is less than 2, iterate it as a 1, then I will enter in a j loop, j equal to 0, j 0 is less than 2, condition is true, then I will iterate the j value. Let's find out what is the value of c in ij, that is c in aij. This one will be considered, which I have highlighted here, is for the next time. For currently, if someone will ask you what is the value of I and j, the value of I is 0, the value of j is 0. So I will write here C in 0, 0. Here I will enter one element as 10. Then my program control will go back to here only in the J loop. I'm not going to iterate I here because the condition of J has to be false. The condition of J is 0 is less than 2. Until this condition will become false, I have to iterate J. So I will write here J equal to 1. 1 is less than 2. This condition is again true. Then I will give the value j as 2, but for the next time, then again I will use c in aij. Here I haven't iterated I value. The value of I is 0 here, and value of j has been j, that is 1. So I will use a0 and j1. Now my memory location address will come 0 and 1. Here I will store some another value as 20. My program control will go back here. Here it is j equal to 2. 2 is less than 2. No, the condition will become false here. Then your program control will go to I loop. Right? Here your I will work as, now the value of I will become 1. 1 is less than 2, and I will be iterated 2 for the next time. So currently for all the iteration, the value of I is 1. Let's take, and j will be initialized from 0 again. It has been reset here. I will enter in the j loop with the value of I as 1, j equal to 0. 0 is less than value of I is here, column is 2 here, then is j is incremented as 1 here, then the value of c in here will be aij. Here the value of I will become 1, the value of j will become 0. You will be at location A10, you can enter any value here. Then again your program will go back to j only until this condition will become false. 0 is less than 2. Then j equal to 1 here. 1 is less than 2. Then j will be iterated for the next time. Then you are getting c in aij. The value of I is 1. The value of j is 1. You can write any value here. Then your program control will go back to the j loop. J equal to 2. 2 is less than 2. The condition will become false here. Then your program control will go back to the I loop. Here you are with I equal to 1. Then your condition will come I equal to 2. 2 is less than 2. No, your condition will become false here. Your condition will become false here, and you will be out of your I loop. Right? If you are out of your I loop, then means your J part will not work. You are with the values A00, A01, A10 and 11. Let's display it. You have to copy this code again. I will write for you. Int I equal to 0. I is less than or I plus plus. Then for j equal to 0, j is less than column size, increment of j, then cout aij. With this, you will close the loops, then get ch. Let's compile our program to find any error. Yes, there are two get ch. Okay, let's compile it again. There is no any error. Let's run the code. I haven't used clear screen, so I'm getting previous value. Let's use the clear screen here, so the output will be more clear to you. Maximum row size is 2, maximum column size is 2. 2 into 2 means I have to enter 4 elements. Let's enter 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 40 will be just get displayed. But you can say that it is like one dimension. No, it is like two dimension. If you want to see in the matrix format, then you have to put next line cout and L here. Let's run this. The statement missing is there. Let's run the code again. Here the maximum size is 2, maximum column size is 2. Enter the elements 10, 20, 30, 40. These are your matrices element 10, 20, 30, 40. If you want to differentiate, then you can use space here. Let's run the code again. Maximum row size is 3, column size is 2. 3 into 2 is 6. You need 6 element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That is 3 rows and 2 columns can be generated. It will depend upon you how many rows and how many columns that you want to generate. Fine. Next is we will start with the addition of matrices.